Hi.
Pulisic and Kepa didn't train today. Do you have an update on them at all?
Kepa won't be available for the game. Slight issue with his plantar fascia. I'm looking at probably days, but certainly not for the game tomorrow. Kovacic, just precautionary with his calf. Got a chance for the game tomorrow. We'll make a decision later on.
And just Koulibaly, will he be available for selection now?
Yeah, he will, provided there's no reaction. He trained today, so he was fine. So he's available in the squad tomorrow.
Okay. Who's next? Anyone? Matt? No, just shout.
Hi, Graham.
Hi.
With Kepa being out, I know he played 45 minutes a week, the first start for Edouard Mendy. He had been sort of established number one before. Have you spoken to him about that and how he's found it this last few weeks, sort of taking a bit of a step back and how he's going to find it coming back in?
Yeah, I've had some good chats with him. He's been great, top professional, very supportive. Obviously, he was injured when we first arrived, so Kepa played and Kepa did well. So he's honest enough and professional enough to know sometimes you have to be patient and work hard and support the team and support Kepa, which is exactly what he did. So can't ask any more. And he's made sure he's ready, he's made sure he's trained well, he's kept his standards really high, and now he's obviously got an opportunity. It's unfortunate for Kepa that it's come about like that, but that's life, that's professional football, and he's ready.
And just to follow on, do you now anticipate some difficult decisions in that position moving forwards with Mendy getting a chance to make it difficult for you?
Well, you hope so. You hope you have as many difficult decisions as possible all over the team, because then you've got competition and you've got good players pushing each other to improve, and that can only be beneficial for the team.
Adrian?
Graham, you said after the game on Saturday you wanted to give it a bit of time before you analysed the result, performance. When did you feel that time was right, and what were the sort of main conclusions you came to about Saturday?
Well, it's been a process of since the game, to be honest. It's one of those things that you have to deal with. It's never nice to lose, and in the manner that we did was not pleasant. So yeah, I think we got caught up with the atmosphere. I think they came out the blocks very fast. We didn't do that ourselves, I would say, as well. So before we can talk about anything from a tactical perspective, we're 2-0 down, and then the environment is completely positive to the home team and not necessarily for us. We have a big chance to make it 2-1, and then the game probably came a little bit more open than we would like. I think their goalie makes another good save, but in the end we didn't do well enough to get the points. We scored after the second half, start the second half. At that point, pushed a little bit. If we'd have scored, maybe it would have been interesting. As the game went into the last bits, when we're pushing to try and get a goal too much, probably it opens us up, and then the fourth one's disappointing. And the scoreline is what it is. But overall, we have to learn from the game and we have to be better.
Because things in the Champions League are already resolved, I wonder what impact will Saturday have maybe on the approach tomorrow, whether that's your team selection, will it be a stronger team, or it might have been an opportunity maybe to change things up a bit and name an experimental team, for example, but how will Saturday impact?
Well, I think we have to have respect for the competition and respect for the teams. We have to prepare to win. We're at home. We want to finish the competition off well at this stage, and we want to respond from a disappointment at the weekend. That's what life is at this level, I think. So we'll pick a team that we think can win with respect to the opponent, and we'll try our best.
George?
Graham, hello. It's
Hi.
20 days away from the World Cup. Are you a bit concerned Raheem Sterling's losing his form at the wrong time?
I've not thought about that, to be honest, in terms of the World Cup. I've not thought about it.
But for you, losing his form possibly for you too?
Well, that's your opinion. Every player has times in a season where it isn't necessarily going for them as well as they'd like it to. But again, as I've mentioned before, it's too easy to zoom into the individual. You need to look at the team and see how the team's functioning and how the team can help the whatever player you mention. And that's what we've tried to do. You have to try and help the team improve, and then the individuals within it can do better.
Any more? Okay.
Yeah, obviously you've had some youngsters involved in the training sessions recently as well. Are we likely to see any of them? And has anybody in particular impressed you in your time at the club so far?
As I said before, I don't think it's a time to be just using young players just for the sake of it. I think we have to be competitive, and we have to be respectful of the competition. That still teams are looking for the points for their own qualification. So from our perspective, we have to try and pick a team that we think can win the game. But we've used a lot of the young players, like you said. A lot of them have been impressive. I like the character, I like the personality. And it's been an important part of how we've started here at Chelsea to get closer to the academy guys and to get to know them.
Okay, at the back.
Hello from Croatia, Dinamo TV from Zagreb.
Hi.
Just wanted to hear something about Dinamo. Can you tell us how do you rate the team of Dinamo? And do you have a sense of from the locker room that guys want to make a revenge because you guys only lost in the Champions League against Dinamo, and that's why probably you are here.
Well, I mean, thanks for that.
Not the only reason, right?
Okay, yeah, I understand. Well, we've got first-hand experience that the Dinamo are a talented side with dangerous players, certainly in the front positions, dangerous, good width, well organised. You know, a quality team that you'd expect at this level. It's the Champions League, so they've earned the right to be here. They're still competing for the points, so we have to be good. We have to be ready for them. But we're looking forward to the game. We're looking forward to, I wouldn't say revenge, but of course we want to get a positive result because we're at home and we want to finish the competition off well. Since that game, I think we've taken steps forward, but we have to take steps again if we want to get the result.
Okay. Next team.
Yeah, thank you. From Arena Sport Croatia. What kind of the game do you expect tomorrow, technically speaking? Because in the first game, Chelsea had a lot of possession, but Dinamo managed to win the game.
Yeah, I know. Again, I don't think two games are the same, so I think that'd be wrong for us to think that, and you should never predict what the game's going to be. But we're at home. We need to realise that we should be the protagonist in the game because we're at home. We're at Stamford Bridge. We want to try and be proactive and try and create and be on the front foot. But at the same time, Dinamo have got dangerous players. They've got dangerous players if they defend deep. They can break. They can use the forwards well. They can spring from defence to attack in a dangerous manner. You have to look at the goal that they scored against us in the first game. It's a quality counter-attacking goal. So all the time, I think we understand the quality of the opponent, and then we have to just play the game, and whatever happens, happens.
Okay, last two. We'll have Tom and then Darren to finish.
Hi, Graham.
Hi.
You spoke about potential opportunities for young players. What about Dennis Zakaria tomorrow? Because obviously he hasn't had a game for Chelsea yet, and just wondered the conversations you've had with him. That must be quite difficult for him coming here and being so close and not playing yet.
No, exactly. I think I've mentioned him before, and as I've said before, he's been really good. He's trained well, supporting his teammates. Obviously disappointed not to play, like everybody is. But up until the weekend, results have been positive. Performances, we've been trying to take steps. But he's in the frame for tomorrow. He's in the squad. He's available for selection. So we'll wait and see.
Okay, last one, Darren.
Since you've taken on the defensive records improved over the games, you might not be we had one back as of last week, and the word pressure has emerged. Do you embrace that, or what's your reaction?
Pressure from one game, you mean, or?
Yeah, just from one game. After losing that game at the weekend,
Okay.
people start talking about pressure.
Yeah, but I think in my job or where I'm sat, you've got to be careful about what you listen to, essentially, because people can talk and say whatever. I mean, it's just part of life. You understand when you're at a club like this that you're only 90 minutes away from a crisis, and you have to put things into perspective. You have to understand where you've been and what has happened. and look at it as intelligently as you can. And then whatever people say from the outside, well, there's always opinions. There's always people that don't like you. There's always people that will have a different view of how the situation is, and you can't really control that. All I can do is focus on how I think and what I think and how I act, and then let the noise carry on, you know.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
You mentioned it's one thing to perform when you're out on loan, it's a different thing to sort of try and make it at a club like Chelsea. Can you sort of talk about the step up? You score goals in the Premier League, but how different is it when you're at Chelsea and trying to make sort of every opportunity you get count?
Yeah, no, of course, everyone knows Chelsea is one of the best football clubs in the world, so it's always going to be tough to get into this team and to try and perform for this team. But yeah, I was very excited to play my first time in the Premier League, and I felt like it was a really good stepping stone for me. But now to step up to Chelsea is an even bigger thing for me. But yeah, like you said, the opportunities and the chances that I do get, I will try and perform as much as possible on the pitch and in training to get chances, to show what I can do. But yeah, ultimately it's always going to be tough at a club like Chelsea. The competitiveness here is very, very big and very high. So I knew it's not going to be easy, but it's something that I strive to look forward to and to try and overcome. But it's something that I enjoy doing. So
when you get those opportunities, how different does it feel? Is there something? Is it on your mind almost when you get a summer clearance, for example, or try and score?
No, I'm a player who plays quite freely. I enjoy playing football and I love playing football. So when the manager does trust me to come on the pitch and make an impact for the side and for the fans and everyone, I try and do my best to do that. So yeah, when he does put me on, I try and help the team, if it's with a goal or assist or just playing well and trying to create some chances for the team. But yeah, when he puts you on, you've just got to try and give your best for the team. But yeah, it's positive opportunities. But yeah.
George, please.
Armando, hello. I know when you scored your first goal for Chelsea against Wolves, you went and celebrated with your dad. So if you score tomorrow, what's the plans for tomorrow when you score your first Champions League goal?
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I can score and help out the team. But I don't think I've got any plans as of now. But yeah, we'll see at the time of the game. But
are you starting tomorrow? We can guess you're starting tomorrow. Do you know?
We'll see. It's up to the manager and what he chooses. He picks the team. But if I am starting, if I'm not starting, I'm going to give my best always for the club. But yeah, it's up to the manager. So.
James.
Armando, you featured in all but one game since Graham Potter has taken charge. How encouraged have you been by your involvement you've had?
No, it's good. A lot of young players can get a bit upset with not as much playing time and things like this, but I try to look at the positives from it and try and develop myself as a football player and as a person, and every day working with big footballers and good people around me. It's a positive impact for me personally as a football player. So yeah, I try and maintain that in training and look forward to coming, like you said, look forward to the opportunities that he does give me and try and make the most out of them. So yeah, it's an encouraging thing for me. It shows that the manager does trust me to come on the pitch and impact matches and change performances around. So yeah, I just try to help out as much as I can.
And how the squad processed the Brighton defeat, first defeat in 10 games?
Yeah, we know it was a bad defeat from to get to us, but yeah, we're going to bounce back from it. We're going to dust ourselves off and we're going to go again. We've got to brush it aside because we've got a game coming up tomorrow, which is also important. But yeah, we're looking forward now to the next four or five games that we've got before the World Cup comes up, and we're going to try and get as many points and try and get as far in the Carabao Cup as we can and in the Champions League. So the next matches ahead of us are equally as more important. So we're going to try and do our best to get far in those competitions and also rack up as many points in the Premier League as we can.
Matt.
Armando, can I just ask about the summer? Because there was a lot sort of written and said about your future.
Yeah.
It felt at one stage that a West Ham move might happen, didn't happen, and then you signed a 6-year contract, which is a massive commitment from both you and the club.
Yeah.
How did it all shake down? Did you ever get close to thinking about leaving, and why were you so happy to commit for so long?
You know, there's always talk on the media, you know, you see it everywhere in every club, but for me I was just focusing on trying to be ready for the season, you know, getting ready for pre-season and trying to show the manager what I can do for the club and, you know, try and get into Chelsea. So for me I wasn't too worried about what was going outside of football. I was more mainly focused on myself and trying to be ready for the season and try and get the best out of myself. So I wasn't really too sure what was going outside, but for me I was just getting ready for the season.
And just on the contract, because it's a big commitment from
Yeah.
Chelsea, also from you.
Yeah.
Did you ever see it as a bit of a gamble committing yourself for so long to Chelsea when some young players have struggled to get a chance?
No, you know, for me I see it as like a massive opportunity for me, you know, for my family. So this is my boyhood club, you know, I love to play for Chelsea and I love to play for the fans and for the club. So I would do my best and give it my all to try and, you know, break into the starting lineup and, you know, try and break into the team and get as many opportunities as I can. But for me it's just, you know, it's like I said, it's a big stepping stone from where I was last season to where I am now. So I just want to keep trying to improve as a person and as a player also. So that's my sole aim, is to, you know, to get better, and you know, there's not many better clubs than to learn, you know, from Chelsea. So it's a great opportunity.
Okay, we'll go to the back here, please.
Hello, Armando from Croatia. Obviously, your main objective is to improve your status in the team, but does any even slightest motivation more coming from the fact that you're probably will play tomorrow against Dinamo, which is considered as one of the best or the best team in the part of Europe where you originally from?
Sorry, could you?
Because you're coming from, right,
Yeah.
your origins from Albania. In that part of Europe, Dinamo is considered as one of the best or the best football team in that part of Europe. Does that play any matter in your motivation for tomorrow's game?
Not really, you know. I feel like every game's just as important as, you know, all the rest. So for me, it doesn't really matter on what, you know, who the opposition is. It just matters on ourselves and our performances. So yeah, if we turn up tomorrow and play the way that we've been, you know, training the last 2 days and things like this, then we'll get, you know, result from the game. So we're just focusing on ourselves and on our team and our club. So yeah, we know it's going to be a tough game. You know, we know they're a good team, but we're going to focus on ourselves and try to get the 3 points and go into the knockout stages, you know, high. So yeah.
Okay, we'll go.
For Croatia, you played, if I remember well, in the first game. How do you remember Dinamo as a team?
Yeah, obviously we know they're a good club. You know, we know they've got something to fight for because they're trying to qualify for the Europa League. So we know it's going to be quite a tough game. But like I said, we're focusing on ourselves and what we can bring to the game and all of this. So we're just going to go out there and try and win the game for us. And like I said, go into the knockout stages on a high note.
Do you expect them to play the same way as they did in the first game?
I'm not too sure, you know, I'm not their manager, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what they do, but we're ready for everything, you know. So.
Okay, well, last one, Andy.
Hi, Armando. Bit of a strange question off the normal track this one. Just recently, I read a great article by you in the Players Tribune about you growing up with a son of Albanian parents in England, and just recently, people from your country, particularly young men, have been getting quite a lot of publicity, quite a hard time with regard to the immigrant issues that we have in this country. I'm just really curious how you feel about that as a young Albanian guy who grew up in this country, what you think when you see that and you read that, and you know how it makes you feel about your country, really.
I mean, I haven't really read what was going on, but for me personally, you know, I've always loved to say I'm proud to be from Albania. You know, my parents are both from there and my origins are from there. But like I said, I love being from, you know, that country, and to be able to play for the national team is a big honour for me also. So yeah, I haven't read too much into that, but yeah, for me, I can just speak for myself, and yeah, I'm proud to be from there and from an amazing country. So yeah.
Okay, cheers everyone.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.